Hey, what's up, everybody? You are now tuned into the Geeked Up Podcast, your home for entertainment, enlightenment, while adding thought-provoking questions with a comedic twist. Join us every Monday and Friday at 10 a.m. for more content and enjoy the show.
Yo, what is going on, everybody out there, man? If you tuning in, you hear these voices, you know it's the Inside Wolves Entertainment crew giving you Geek Up Podcast.
Yes,
Y'all know
sir.
what it is. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you just tuning in, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. You know what I mean? I'm your boy Jay Millie on the Villy on FA Millie. Got my co-host. You know what it is, man.
Big Rome blessed and highly favored. Don't forget it. You know what it is, baby.
Y'all know who it is. It's the fan favorite. A Hoodie Jew, rare occasion.
Hoodie Jew.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what he say.
Oh, people.
Hoodie Jew kind of thing.
People.
Sound like a 50 piece.
I had to do it for dramatic effect. I just had to do it. Okay.
I was gonna say Hoodie Jew sound like your local yarmulke wearing serial killer on the loose. Watch out for Hoodie Jew near you.
I
didn't even think about it like that.
No. I was going to let it slide. I was just letting it slide because there was too many things going through my head with that name. I was like, man, that's too many jokes.
Hoodie Jew.
I ain't even gonna say it. But,
oh my god! Wow.
Hoodie Jew is crazy.
Not anti-Semitic. Oh my god!
Damn. The jokes, man. I'm sorry. Hang on, y'all gonna have to excuse me. Just talk about the NBA stuff for a minute, man. Go ahead, talk about y'all teams. Y'all gonna have to excuse me.
Oh man, I'm sorry, yo. Listen. We gonna start it off right here today, man. We definitely gonna get it into it. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of getting into it, man, the Suns and the Pelicans. Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, listen, man. You know, if you haven't seen it, we're gonna bring it up here. You know, second we gonna get our little thoughts on it. But oh my god, Zion, why'd you do that, yo? Why did you do that? Listen, man. Let's go ahead and bring it up and take a look at this real quick, man. Let's take a look real quick. Oh my god, Zion.
Hey!
Oh, the 360 Zion with the
hey.
Oh shit. God damn. God. Oh look, Chris Paul. Here go Chris Paul. He mad. Chris Paul is sad, yo. He started shooting him, man. Listen, yo. Chris Paul is a real emotional. Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. I think that Kanye comment might have got to him, yo. He been moving kind of funny.
With his wife,
that he lashing out. He said he lashing out.
He lashing out, man. Look, why they had to grab Jose like that? They grabbed Jose like the little bro.
I told y'all
hey, listen,
what
man.
they was saying, that, you know what I'm saying, he might lose the only ring he gonna ever win. So, you know what I'm saying, he trying to hold on to it,
Lord have mercy.
Doing everything he can.
Lord have mercy. But listen, man, listen, you know, let's go ahead and get the thoughts on that, man. Essentially what happened was, you know, Zion Williamson did a crazy, emphatic dunk at the end of the game after being up real big. I think the margin was almost like 20 points there. And if you don't know, you know, basketball, it's almost like an unwritten rule. You just don't do that shit. You just don't do some shit like that.
The
game's over. Right. Cut it out. So Zion went and said, fuck it, we at home. Windmill 360.
Do it for the
got
fans.
Up there. Do it for the fans. Everybody got upset. What do y'all think, man? Do you think Zion was you know, or the Pelicans in general was wrong for doing that?
I don't think so at all. I've never been a fan of that rule. Like I said, you niggas just mad we ran it up on you. Sorry about it. Listen, if it's me, this is my career on the line. If I got a chance to get 18 points over 16 points, I want the 18. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take that shot. So look, I'm sorry. Your feelings was hurt. Not my problem. I don't know. I don't really have a problem.
I gotta really, I'm gonna take it away from the team. To be honest with you, Zion definitely owed them niggas that, man. The Pelicans been on the verge for a couple seasons now. They've been waiting for this nigga to come through and push him over the edge. So he had to let the people know I'm here. Because that windmill he did at the end was for his 35th point that game. Not his 20. That was his 35th. He cooked you all game, man. What's one more bucket, especially for the people, just to let them know I'm here, y'all. I'm finally here.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy because like when I was watching, I was like, damn. Just seeing all that like unfold after that, a little scuffle. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, nobody walked up to Zion. You know what I'm saying? Nobody had that smoke about the 33 other points the nigga scored. So where was that energy? You know what I'm saying? When that shit happened, like me, shit, I look at it. It's good for him. You know what I'm saying? It cements just him as a player. You know what I'm saying? And what he's trying to provide for that team. Like he said, you know what I'm saying? His motivation was, you know what I'm saying? They got knocked out last year in the playoffs by that team. So, you know what I'm saying? It was like a statement game. And but I mean, he said he took it out of character. I think that shit was right for him. As far as like on the looks, you at home, you know what I'm saying? Icing on the cake. I don't got no problem with it.
Wait, so here's my question. What about the nigga? What about the bench nigga that's just getting in? Can he get the 2 points? Can he go up and go put up the dunk? What if it isn't Zion? What if it's the 15 man? And he said, "I'm getting on the board,
he do that dunk to end the game, start hyping the crowd up. His first 2 of the game. Honestly, I don't even think the Suns would have fought over that one. I think they would have just been on some like, all right, go ahead.
All right, nigga.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead, little one.
I'm all for it. I'm all for the end of the game, do your damn razzle dazzle, but I completely understand as well too why them niggas probably got mad. You saw the dunk, nigga. That shit was crazy. Like
yeah.
And he was like, yo, this big ass nigga Zion just gonna come in here and dunk the ball like that, hype the crowd up. You know, the Suns showing their ass nowadays, man.
Honestly, I will say as well, Javen, like he says it was out of character, like you had said one, but honestly, in the flow of what was happening, if you had like seen the game, even in the highlights, just in the highlights, bro, that place was going crazy down the stretch. The Pelicans are not used to being in a situation like that. Where they're like, bro, we up on some nice niggas. Oh,
you know what?
Niggas is so weird.
I understand. Chris Paul used to be New Orleans Hornet. Yo, that's why he was so mad. They never did that shit for him. They never did that shit for him. They never did that shit for him, yo. Oh, no.
It's so weird. I feel like that's such a weird concept to be mad at a nigga. Like, imagine you the nigga that didn't see it. Like, that nigga just hit a 360. Oh, what the fuck is this nigga doing? That nigga hit a 360.
You the nigga walking out. You the nigga walking out.
You hit a 360. Nigga, you mad? How do you look?
Like a nigga that's upset. Like a nigga that's upset.
The niggas is just salty over that.
I feel like that's,
you know how
like
that
you
goes.
said, that is that unwritten rule. But I mean, if it's like a bench nigga, niggas gonna look at it like, come on, bro, like that shit lame. But if it's a nigga that's like on like, you know who Zion is, that type of caliber of a player, niggas gonna be like, come on, bro, you should know better than to do that. But I'm like, man, shit, bro, I ain't got no problem with that.
Listen, I was about to say, energy to fight. They should have left it on the court.
You should have fought them, like I said. They should have fought them other 33 points.
They clearly ain't leave it all on the court, Lee. They was willing to scrap right after the game. They clearly ain't leave it all out on the floor. Niggas had enough energy to fight after the game. But like Warren said, they didn't want to fight with the 6'6", 260 nigga. They wanted to fight with Jose Alvarado. Right. They wanted to fight with Herb Jones. They didn't want to fight with 6'6", 260 nigga.
I don't know. I feel like
Dyson Daniels. They said Dyson Daniels.
I don't know. Sarge still over there.
Right. It's something about niggas playing stifling D. I just feel like them niggas got hands. I don't know. Like I feel like Herb Jones got hands. Any nigga that can play defense that severe, I don't know.
Yeah, he gotta have hands because niggas said he was hacking all the time growing up. They tried to fight him all the time until he made it to the NBA.
Like Pat Bev, I know Pat Bev can throw them bitches. I know Pat Bev got them hard bitches.
All them fights he was getting playing like that before he made the league. Bro, when you play like that before you make the league, bro, niggas hate you. Niggas hate you when you play like that before you get to the league, bro. Niggas hate that nigga any session at the gym, at the court, outside, anywhere, school. Niggas hate the nigga playing y'all playing a cool little pickup game. This nigga pull his shorts up and really run up.
Want to play defense? This nigga, what you doing, man?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. If we being honest, I feel like Luka might have them bitches too on some Tyson Fury type shit, bro. You just never know. You never know.
On some Tyson Fury
big,
shit.
slow, unathletic looking.
Like, they just
them big foreign niggas. Them big foreign niggas don't be boxing. They just like yoke niggas up. Like them big foreign niggas, they don't be. They just yoke you up.
Grab you by your neck first.
Right.
Yeah,
really
grab your
wrestling.
collar.
Like,
The vice grip type shit. Like, I mean, hit your ass with the vice grip type shit.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
What are you doing? Like,
go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Go to sleep. How you feel? You a regular size nigga, and a nigga with a hand the size of your torso puts his shit over your shoulder and neck.
Yeah.
You nigga got a hand the size of your torso yoking you up, bro. I couldn't imagine.
Listen, yo. Also,
hilarious.
Why DeAndre Ayton? So listen, it wasn't even bad what he said. DeAndre Ayton was like, pretty much what we saying. He was like, "Fuck it, like it's your home court. Do what you want to do." Here's why I have an issue with DeAndre Ayton saying that. Cause nigga, you on the other side. You should be backing your team up, yo. DeAndre Ayton is a soft ass nigga, yo.
Bro, he don't like them, yo.
You really don't want to play there, bro.
He don't like them.
Stop them brand dude. Stop that brand dude,
David.
You know that nigga do not want to be there. Come on now.
You right.
That nigga do not like them.
I be forgetting.
He get knocked out. He want his own niggas get knocked out, bro. He not getting paid.
I be forgetting.
That nigga do not want to be there.
They definitely try to ship his ass off.
That may be true. That may be true. But on the topic of basketball, we're gonna switch it over to the WNBA because we brought this topic up a while ago, and now we have a break in the story. Brittney Griner has been returned to the U.S. She has been traded for the Merchant of Death, a Russian arms dealer.
Niggas gotta play the draft music. Niggas gotta play the draft music.
Is there? You can find that.
It's there.
A little drum roll or something.
It's in United States trade. Brittney Griner for the Merchant of Death and a first round draft pick.
It's dead, bro. It's dead. Listen.
Shout out her for being home. I'm glad she's back.
Yes.
That's a beautiful thing. Because that shit was looking down bad for her for a second. So I'm glad that she made it out of that. Glad that she seems physically unharmed. At least can't say for the psychological, because that was a scary ass moment. You know that shit. I was gonna say, David, as somebody who has dreads, you know that shit's real when you cut your hair. Like I'm about to be in here. This is it.
This is it.
Cut my hair. Go ahead, this is it. I'm on a new path now. And then it came back. It's like, oh shit.
Twin beds and you 6'9", twin bed. I mean, that's
really in there on like some Avatar type shit. Like
they probably cut her shit off since she got in.
To learn shit.
Yeah, a whole new land.
You know, them Russian prisons different. Probably yoked her ass up, shaved them bitches off themselves.
I was thinking maybe the reason for them like expediting it. Hopefully, it was because like I know at one point they was reporting like she's in a location that they don't even know. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have no whereabouts of where it was exactly. So I'm just glad that maybe that, like I said, expedited it. I'm glad she is home. But damn, that trade is it's interesting. I'm gonna say the least. Is definitely interesting.
I think this was the one that was on the table from the very beginning, and the U.S. was like, nah. But I think the U.S. actually doubled back and was like, actually, never mind. Sure, well, we'll do it.
Because there was a U.S. spy that was also locked up as well too. I forget the name. They was trying to get him as well too, but they just wasn't budging on him. They was like, nah, you gonna have
one for one or
one for one.
Nothing.
Nothing at all. Right. I feel like once again, we definitely had BBG as home. We are BG, right? We are BG. But the Merchant of Death. I mean, that name does not.
It's not very settling.
Sit too well.
That name is crazy.
He's been described. He has been described as one of the most dangerous threats to the U.S. I mean, he is a arms dealer. They said the ways that he was getting guns, with just weapons in general, mass weapons at that, into the damn country. They said he had the clientele that this nigga had, and the first thing he said when he got out, oh, I fully support what we're doing in Russia and we're doing in Ukraine as far as taking over, and I would go and volunteer right now if I could. That's the first thing he said. That nigga is he's
Q
on demon
Drewski
time.
meme.
You know,
Q Drewski.
I've seen niggas call this man Kratos. That nigga's a problem.
Bruh.
That nigga's a problem.
All I'm gonna say is, bruh, all I'm gonna say is if you hold a nigga up in captivity for a certain amount of time, do you not think that he might have a certain feeling towards you? I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? This nigga obviously, I mean, over time he could have a list, you know what I'm saying, just a hit list, you know what I'm saying? I would think over time, you know what I'm saying, being held captive, you know what I'm saying, a nigga might have some animosity towards a certain group of people. So
he spent 14 years.
Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, things don't escalate. But
he spent 14 years in U.S. custody. He's supposed to be serving a 25-year sentence.
I mean,
sheesh.
And he is now out. They said they shook hands actually, and he told. I'm sorry, it's not funny, but I just can't help but think that shit was not meant how it was supposed to be said. He told Brittney good luck after he passed her. I just felt like that was some subliminal shit from the mind of a nigga that's about to fuck shit up. I just felt like that was. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Hey. Yeah. Honestly, probably so. I mean, shoot, who really knows? You really don't know what could happen from that. But like nigga said from the very beginning, hey, got her up out of that tough situation, you know what I'm saying? Made do what they had to make do with. So
to expand a little bit even deeper on that, and just it's crazy how we live in a world that's such an eye for an eye world. You know what I mean? Is that we had to really sit here and go and make a trade to get somebody back that really didn't even commit a crime, you know what I'm saying? Because we live in a world that is so eye for eye. It's like you have something that we want, well, we have something that you want, now what? And it's crazy that we gotta live like that. That's why it's important for everybody that you gotta be aware of where you are and who you are when you're in that place as well too. Got to be. Because otherwise, if you don't, every weapon that's formed against you, it definitely will have a better chance of prospering. You know what I'm saying? It definitely will. So
it is true.
Definitely is true, man.
Yeah, man, be careful out there.
Jay, what's going on with that man Dion?
Prime time. You know what I'm saying? Listen, everybody hating on Dion, man. Everybody hating on Dion.
You're not hating on Dion? You're not hating on Dion?
I'm not hating on Dion. I'm saying everybody is hating on. Well, there's a lot of people that's hating on Dion.
Dr. Umar said something. I don't even listen to what this nigga said at the time, but I agree with this sentiment he made about the whole Dion thing. I feel like the only reason some people and someone like myself was kind of, put off by the whole move was because I think a lot of people were under the influence of thinking that he was doing this for something deeper than just like the money or like this, like they felt like he was doing something for black people or for like for the culture, and this move kind of just contradicted that. That's kind of the way he made it seem with his whole campaign when he even went to Jackson State. And
I get that, but I feel like you can't hate on a nigga for getting a promotion and taking it. You know what I'm saying? And if just not even just college football, but just college sports in general, HBCUs is not getting looked at like that. Like niggas is not, talking about, I'm about to go take my, as far as like 5-star recruits, I'm looking to go to Bethune-Cookman. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking to go to, even like VCU or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas is, I know personally I didn't play football, but even me personally, when I was looking at schools for sports, I'm just like, I'm not, really looking at these, like Morgan. I'm not looking at copying things that are around me that HBCUs. I'm looking to get to these programs that offer so much more. And it's sad to say that, but that really is the kind of mindset. So I think that Dion going there really essentially just kind of made it so that way niggas actually want to give those, some schools and programs a chance. He changed the culture.
Honestly, I do fault him for taking a promotion. I 100% fault him for taking a promotion.
Really?
Context is king, bro. Dion isn't you, me, Juan, or Quinn, bro. Dion is Deion Sanders. So the whole notion of, oh, you hating on that man for putting food on his family plate. Deion Sanders is a multimillionaire. Deion's family is good for generations. His kids are going to eat off the work Deion Sanders has put in. Now, if it's a regular nigga in the situation, take that promotion. Obviously, you're working for that. Deion Sanders, that's the reason why people, like I said, people thought he was in a position for something deeper than the just coaching or the money of it, because Deion Sanders is well off. So like the whole take a bag, put food on your family plate doesn't work for him, because his family was going to eat regardless.
Let me just say it this way. As far as how I look at it, initially I did look at it and was like, I didn't know how I felt about it, but then I had time to think about it, and I thought as far as when it comes to the black community, we argue or we pretty much push for our people of color to get pushed into like certain positions. And as far as like coaching for like a school at that size, that stature, it's harder to do if you're like a black head coach. Like it's harder to do just over history has been shown. So I feel like as far as like when it comes to that, I feel like this is something that people, and when I say people, I mean like the black community, this is something that we've asked for, is our people to get those promotions. Yeah. But now that he was in a point where he, not only did he bring good things to HBCUs as far as getting them that time on TV and bringing more awareness and these 4 or 5 star recruits, not only did he do that as well and get them that, I want to say it was like a year TV deal or something like that. I can't remember, to get their game.
He didn't.
That didn't go through.
That didn't go through. That's why some people say that's why he left. But
even
the
thing,
I mean, even with that, I still feel like it was, like I said, just a situation where this is something that we asked for, and as far as when he had the opportunity to take it, he did, and now we're looking at him like, well, why didn't you just stay where you was at instead of taking the promotion that we've been asking for you to get? So
black people have not wanted or asked for niggas to get a head coaching job at Colorado. Black people have been asking for money and influence to be brought to HBCUs and black colleges, something that he was on the path to do and that he abandoned. That's why this is a problem. Him being a head coach at Colorado doesn't benefit black people. That benefits him, like it benefits him in Colorado. Him bringing money, influence, and deals to HBCU schools and black colleges, it benefits black people. So that isn't a dub for black people. That's a dub for Dion.
I get that, and I will fully agree. I personally agree, because I get that. I really do. But he's also bringing guys with him. Like, he literally straight up came into the, said like, listen, y'all niggas, you know what I'm saying, boom, 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 but I'm bringing my luggage, and this how we rocking, you know what I'm saying? He is, in a sense, also creating more opportunities for those guys that want to be in those bigger conferences. You know what I'm saying?
He's signing 4-star niggas who had scholarships to Alabama. He's helping people who already helped themselves.
I mean, I'm just saying in the sense of, all right, now, and then as well too, Colorado's at the bottom of the pack when it comes to, you know what I'm saying?
He's going to help Colorado a lot, but it does nothing for black people.
But what I'm saying is,
he doesn't owe black people anything. But when your whole campaign of being a coach is kind of built on that foundation, and people have that inkling, people are going to understandably feel some type of way when you run contrary to that.
And it's kind of fucked up, because it's almost like that shit was kind of pushed on him a little bit. Like, yes, that he fed into it because that's who Prime is. He gonna do that, and he's a genuine guy at the end of the day. Yes. But I feel like that's also something that we kind of push on. I'm like, oh, you're gonna be the grace and savior for HBCU programs. But I'm just saying, if it was me in a situation, I feel like if I had an opportunity to bring that type of culture to another, another institution, another program, I would do it. I get it.
4 or 5 months ago, this nigga said, "I am swag," and left. You don't think people should be upset over that?
I'm not saying it can be, but I'm just saying you can't be mad, and you can also be happy for Dion as well too, and for what he's gonna do for that program. I definitely do feel for JSU, because they're not gonna get another Dion. They're not gonna get another, especially because they just lost this damn star quarterback as well too. So that's kind of fucked up. But
this was bigger than JSU, and this is bigger than Colorado. That's kind of the place where I'm staking my argument at. He had a chance to do something monumental for black kids, that it would affect people that weren't going to JSU. It would affect people that wanted to go to Howard, that wanted to go to Hampton, that wanted to go to Mississippi Valley University, that, you know what I'm saying, to these places.
Alabama
State, was set Alabama State. He was set up to do something for all of them. And he went to Colorado, a place that didn't need it.
What I will say is, how long can you? Okay, so he has the blueprint. He has the blueprint, and he said, you know, pretty much he's giving it. But at a certain point in time, do we have to really rely on him every single time to be the one to carry that? What if he doesn't want to go? I mean, I'm just saying that's a lot. And a lot of times when you have that blueprint, you have the blueprint and you share it to be able to have other people follow it and do, you know, in your footsteps. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be that one that's having to orchestrate that every single time. And I get that. That's what he, you know, that's what we want him to do. But at the same time, like I said, I think him being able to go ahead and bring that same culture into a different environment that does not have that culture at all. I mean, I just feel like that's better for not only for him and for that, you know, conference, I mean, for that program, but also it just brings more awareness at the same time, because at the end of the day, he still is JSU. He's still JSU. We're not going to say act like he's not JSU. So him being on a bigger stage is still going to be able to, you know, look what Dion did with this HBCU program, and he was able to go ahead and elevate himself. So then we can have people that want to do the same exact thing in their programs and try to elevate and bring more into, you know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it.
Really. Credit to Deion Sanders. JSU will never be the same. JSU will forever be changed by the impact that nigga left for there. But on the flip side of that, as soon as when Deion Sanders leaves Colorado, Colorado will be Colorado.
You don't think it will change?
No. Colorado's going to be Colorado when Dion leaves. When it's there, Colorado's going to be Colorado when he leaves.
You don't feel like he would change the whole function
while he's there?
Yeah.
While he's there? When he leaves, Colorado's going to be Colorado, bro.
It's Colorado.
He had a I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying one way or the other. That is a grown man who can make his own decisions. I'm not my opinion is my opinion. I'm just saying I can understand the outrage. Like I said, when your black heroes, as soon as they get a chance to do something, decide to, you know,
yeah, it's like they say when
go
you
the other route. Like you know what I'm saying, because not everybody, and like you said, it is a lot to put on one man's back. But Dion had a pathway to do it, a very visible one, a tangible one. Right. And you feel me? That doesn't come often. So, like I said, we'll be sitting here for many years waiting for the next big break for HBCUs and black colleges, and he had a chance to do it now. So,
when you explain it that way, I definitely can look at the perspective a little bit more when you say it that way. I definitely have to look into that TV deal again, but I mean, I don't know. That's tough because I still look at it as like as far as like the progression thing. But like I said, I still understand what you're saying too, as far as what he said he was going to bring and what he could have brought for the future of HBCUs. But yeah, it's a tough situation for him. Either way it goes, honestly.
I think it's a cold reminder of how most of the world generally operates, which is pretty self-focused. You're better off for the most part trying to find people with like-minded interests and just you all do your own things together better than trying to do the community thing, because usually stuff like this ends up happening. Kind of like what you just said, Javen, is the same thing. It's kind of, I don't know how he got started or what campaign he ran on to get started, but that is something that's with, I think, not just him, but every black person, because of how the media just generally and society in general kind of treats it. In general, you know, one black person does something while black people look bad. So every black person generally has a chip on their shoulder to try to help the race in some kind of form or fashion. And when you start abandoning that mission, shit can get a little, it's not even really a mission, which is the crazy part. And that's really the questionable part, is how much do you really owe? And I think that's really I don't really think too many people feel too big of a legion to any one particular people, unfortunately.
That's interesting.
Cold world out here, man.
I hope that JSU can really, you know, get over the mourn. I mean, because they are going to mourn the loss of Dion, but I hope that they would be able to just follow in his footsteps and really just take that blueprint and try to, make more of the program. And that's, like I said, I just hope that that's something that not only JSU but everybody else can try to do. But definitely, at least congratulations to Dion for getting the offer and trying to move up and shit.
Hey, you talking about New jobs. So
right.
on the topic of new jobs, I just want to get your guys' opinion on this. What I'm about to read here is I want your guys' reaction. So you wake up in the morning and you get a missed call and a text and an email from your current day job boss, whomever they may be. They hit you and everybody else with attention all team members. Our call offs are occurring at a staggering rate from now on. If you call off, you might as well go out and look for another job. We are no longer tolerating any excuse for calling off. If you're sick, you need to come prove it to us. If your dog died, you need to bring him in and prove it to us. If it's a family emergency and you can't say, too bad, go work somewhere else. If you only want morning shifts, too bad, go work in a bank. If anyone from here on out calls out more than once in the next 30 days, you will not have a job.
Wow.
There's much more to this message, of course, but I'm just going to end it there. If you receive that message from your boss, what is your reaction?
What Indonesian sweatshop do I work at?
Yeah, right.
Like for this day, this don't sound like the regular 9 to 5 with benefits, nigga. Like I don't know
what
about
type
that.
of black market ass shop I'm working for me to be in these conditions, bro. Like what? Where am I at, bro? Like
you all right? So that's a wrap on that position.
Yeah, nigga,
fuck that.
I am quitting. You tell me I had to bring my dead dog in.
out the fucking door.
Me personally, I'm not finna accept that. Like no.
What about you, Lee?
In a sweatshop.
This nigga thinking.
No, they saying that, but
this nigga.
Your job, they text you that.
That I'm quitting.
Oh yeah, okay. So at least.
Well, let me ask you this. How much?
Like niggas talking about no days off.
I'm talking about your job, Jay.
My job currently?
Your job.
Fuck y'all niggas.
This ain't no made up. This is your job.
Niggas is begging to hire niggas out here. I promise.
Y'all can suck my old meat. I'm not coming in. Yeah, Jay, listen. I'll let y'all know that right now.
Nigga said, hell no. Well, it's funny y'all say that just simply because this is an Olive Garden branch manager who sent this work letter to their employees, and Olive Garden had to let this person go. But
no, them breadsticks ain't that good,
like that at Olive Garden.
Bruh, the restaurant business is a crazy world, boy.
With some motherfucking breadsticks,
yo,
for real.
One call out in a month. You call out more than that, we good on you. Don't even bother showing back up.
I'm just geeking though, yo. Why did niggas gotta bring their dead dog in, yo? Why did like I can't show you a picture of an obituary? Like
nigga said, bring the dog in. If you say your dog died, you gotta prove it to me.
I'm gonna tell your ass I got diarrhea and you better like it, nigga. I'm not coming in.
They said, bring it in. We want to see it.
Take a picture of the toilet, Lee. Take a picture of the toilet and prove it to us.
I'm like, it's not split. Never mind. Hey, listen, yo. Oh man,
you was about to go off the deep end. You was about to go off the deep end.
Really I came back. I came back. I was about to say some crazy shit. I came back.
Listen to the people. Think before you speak. This nigga was about to bug out.
Think before you speak. Think before you speak, man. Oh my God. Speaking of speaking, man. Okay, I'm sorry. You was about to say, yo, you about to get something, yo?
I just had another question actually after that.
What was that?
So
what was that question?
I was going to ask if you were to get that get that tweet pop up on the timeline and it says each of the co-hosts on here, aside from yourself, obviously, have been arrested and are facing quite some charges. What would you assume each individual got charged with?
I'm gonna know what y'all niggas did.
If you seen all three of us up there from the other perspective, and you was like, damn, no charges is out. But if I had to guess, what did these niggas do to get the police that mad? So I'm gonna go ahead and start.
Oh no, go first, Quinn. Go first.
But I'm gonna go ahead and start with that. That's an easy one right there. I'm gonna go ahead. Juan. Oh yeah, that's easy. That's easy. I understand niggas. Juan definitely got caught doing the race. They tried to pull him over. He put the Hellcat. He put the Hellcat. You already know. This nigga knows. Oh no. Pulled the choppers out on his ass. They said, oh no, you're not getting away, nigga. Bro, he hopped out the car like Don Toretto. He said, well, all right, bro. It is what it is. I'm going down like this. I'm going to go ahead, Javen, man, I'm going to go ahead and have to say, man, you...
Yo, what? I'm
gonna have to go with accidental murder, bro. I'm saying manslaughter.
Manslaughter.
Man.
That nigga hatred is that much.
No, accidental. That's the reason I said it was accidental. You know, you be at the park dunking. You be at the park dunking. You dunked on a nigga. He hit his head on the concrete. Little concussion. And then nigga died right there. Literal body bag right then and there.
Okay, so my dunk killed a nigga.
He fell, landed on his head on the concrete. Shit split open.
I can't wait to hear Lee's.
Lee, that's easy. That's an easy one. Fraud.
Listening to Ruben stutter.
Right.
Lee was out there frauding. Lee was out there money laundering. He was out there fraud money laundering.
He did look like Wade though. He did look like Wade.
The same shit, bro.
He was out there frauding and money laundering. Niggas busted Lee with 89 credit cards on his desk. and a whole map on the wall looked like a paper route to all the restaurants, laundry mats in the area. He was
building a heist,
money laundering.
This nigga Javen said Ron, bro.
Nigga said from Kim Possible,
yes, bro.
No, he look like Wade. He like Wade from Kim Possible.
Oh, the nigga name is Wade.
Yeah, Ron is the little rat boy.
Yeah, the other.
Oh no! Who was the rat dude?
Bro. That rat's name was Rufus, nigga.
Rufus. I knew it started with an R. There we go.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
This nigga said. He's so sick. Yeah, he's so sick. Go ahead and get your shit on, yo. Go ahead and get your shit on.
Everybody here know this nigga Juan got caught. This nigga pulled over and tried to get a fast one over. This nigga waited till the cop got out the car, blacked out his fucking lights and tried to run off on the cops, got caught down the road. Nigga, easy. That one's easy.
Juan was doing the dash on everybody. I see.
Javen was on his way back from Hip Hop Chicken, and the cops caught him with a pound of gas. Javen was on the way back from Hip Hop Chicken with a stolen bucket, and then they also caught him with a pound of weed.
A stolen bucket. They stole a bucket from him.
First of all.
No.
I ain't catching. Listen, I ain't catching two cases because we didn't. And secondly, we'll be at no fucking hip hop.
Conspiracy to sell. They went through your phone. You took the chicken bucket.
Conspiracy to sell.
That's hilarious, dog.
Got some niggas' eyes out.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ!
Hey, listen,
good Lord!
I got mine. I definitely got mine right here.
Quinn was on the way back from the local paint shop, the local arts and crafts store, and the nigga cut him off on the road. So at the next red light, this nigga angrily hops out his car, slams the door, yokes the nigga up by his neck.
Oh my God! Jesus, nigga, what is this Grand Theft Auto? Good Lord!
Violent ass nigga. Listen, I know what Quinn did. First of all, yeah, Quinn got locked up because he strangled a nigga with his dress.
How am I killing all these niggas? That's two niggas now. I done killed somebody.
Quinn swung his head around and lassoed it.
Quinn got locked up because they reopened the Zodiac killer case, and then
I thought I got away with that shit.
He got away with it.
I thought you got away with that shit.
Nigga say that he got away with it. Listen. Lee got locked up for stealing do-rags.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, and why, yo? Juan definitely did the he definitely did the dash.
Juan
did the dash. Yeah, I'm sorry.
For Juan, but
bro, it's just bro, they not gonna take too kindly to that. That's all, man. They just really not gonna be jacking you trying to get out of there.
Oh my god, yo. They said Lee was out there like the rag burglar. That's what they called him, yo. The rag burglar.
They lifted the shirt and a whole bunch just slid out. Then they did the arms, a whole bunch slid out.
They said that boy was looking like a magician the way them shits was coming out his sleeves, yo.
Damn, nigga, they cleared out the whole do-rag section.
Fake news.
Let's see.
Fake news.
Three. Let me see. Definitely, Javen. Somebody, they definitely rated your shit, bro. They found out you.
Damn,
you got trees, you got plants growing in your shit.
Hey, listen, I need y'all niggas to stop talking about this. Talking about these damn drugs. Like, they really gonna come up my shit?
They found them.
Let's see.
Crack rocks, nigga.
Let's see. Q, this nigga Q definitely shot a cop with a bow and arrow.
Oh my god, yeah.
Defending himself though.
The bow and arrow is exactly it.
The Kwame squint eye. What you say to me? Hold on a second.
The nigga was still walking quick. Hit the nigga with the. Yeah, but the nigga with
a fucking blow dart.
Oh my
god, blow dart, yo.
This nigga Lee was definitely on some like, you know what I'm saying, some bank high shit, like working from home. You know what I'm saying? He doing a little security codes from the computer.
And they
found out it was him.
Lester from the Lester,
right?
The Lester nigga.
Yeah. When he was robbing banks. When he was robbing banks, he was cutting eye holes out for the dude from the do-rags that he stole.
I got these masks for you.
The rag burglar.
After he broke the plan, I got these masks for you.
Listen, bro, I got them in all colors, bro.
I got these masks right here, bro. Don't worry about it, bro. I got these masks for y'all, man.
Coming together like the Power Rangers, bro. That shit is crazy.
Oh shit. This nigga really got everything. This nigga got the schematics and the Deweys. This is crazy.
Crying, man.
No, actually crying, because that shit is hilarious. Oh man. Whew.
Bring it back down, man. Bring it back down here.
All right, back to NBA Youngboy.
This nigga Javen robbed the Amazon warehouse for every bottle of beard growth oil.
Oh yeah.
What? That's what we doing?
Wow.
Look. We get active.
Okay. Gotcha. I got you.
Oh man, I just wanted to know if y'all was fucking with the NBA Youngboy talk show, man. He's got a talk show now apparently, and I just want to know what y'all thought about it, man. They thought about NBA Youngboy even just getting one, not even just the contents of it, just the fact that the man's got a talk show now.
I have a question.
Pull up actually what it's on, as a matter of fact, but go ahead, raise that question.
It's gonna seem crazy, ludicrous, some might say. Do y'all think that Youngboy is this new generation's version of Wayne? In the sense of influence.
Influence over who?
Over this generation, this new generation. I was also say, because listen, Youngboy has niggas like, listen, if you ask me, if I seen a nigga wearing black forces back in the day, you getting rolled. You're getting rolled. Now this is the whole thing. Nigga be wearing black forces. This is just an example.
I'll tell you this, Jamin, just because you brought this up, because I wanted to pull it up just to be sure. AMP is the app that this is on, his talk show. And this app, you speaking of his influence, it went from 57th in the App Store to the top 7 in a matter of hours after, you know what I'm saying, it was known that he had himself a talk show on there. This app went from 57th to top 7 in the App Store just because his talk show is going to be on there. So speaking on influence,
that's influential if you ask me.
I will say no, not at all. Just off the strength though, because you know what? Yeah, no. I don't know, man. That's a tough one because I ain't really tapped in with the young people. Like, do the young boys hang on? Genuine question: do they be acting like him? Do they be looking like him, talking like him? Like, I don't actually know.
Looking like him, talking like them, it's a whole thing, yo. That's what I'm saying.
Wow,
that's what I said. Because
I ain't tapped in like that because I ain't even know that there was niggas out there like him.
Bro, I had to get on YouTube and find out, man. You know what the young people do. I couldn't read the newspapers no more and see it, but I was looking. I'm just like, yo. I'm like, man. The only person I could think that had influence like that, as far as like just changing how people look, is Wayne. Like Wayne definitely did that for a lot of people. The whole rock star mentality shit, and you can even say the Youngboy got an influence. I mean, Wayne has influence on Youngboy, shit like that. Niggas both from Louisiana. You know what I'm saying?
I would say that. I'd say that's a bit too big of an influence. Who, Wayne or
Wayne and Youngboy? They both from Louisiana, right? Yeah, Baton Rouge and I know where
Youngboy's from.
Yeah, I think from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Yeah,
I know. I wouldn't say Lil Wayne though, but I would say like Wiz Khalifa.
Wiz Khalifa. Wow, please explain that one to me. I ain't gonna lie.
So the reason I wouldn't say Wayne is because Wayne influenced more than just the like younger, like he influenced rappers to start acting, moving different, and being like him and doing things like he influenced niggas to come up and really emulate him in its entirety. Like he changed the game. Youngboy definitely got the hold of the people though, not necessarily the game, and that's where I would go with Wiz because Wiz had a hold of the people with like that yellow patch and the chucks and the camo shorts and shit. When we was growing up, that's how Wiz had a grip on all the people, but he didn't change the game really. And so I would say like Youngboy's more like Wiz Khalifa with that. Like he's got a grip on the people, maybe change how they talk and shit like that. But I wouldn't say he has a grip on the game because Wayne changed like industry niggas the way they was moving.
Fuck with that. I can fuck with that. They forget you Wiz did that. That shit was Taylor.
Yeah, he had a grip on the people for a while. The Taylor gang with the camo shorts and the chucks and that yellow patch Dennis Schroeder still got. That shit is, you know what I'm saying? They out there doing that.
That shit is true.
As far as the talk show is concerned, go ahead, Juan. Go ahead.
Definitely, at least for me, definitely looking at it now. And I'm somebody who probably hasn't listened to like Youngboy like for real since I was in high school. So for me, listening to it, I don't know if I want to really hear like the Youngboy that is now. Like, you know what I'm saying? As far as like how his is damn near like a almost like a cult following, bro. Like, I don't know, man. It's just kind of annoying to me, man. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's just kind of annoying.
His following?
Yeah, it is. Like just his influence to me now is annoying. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I'm just at that age now where I just look at that and it's just like I don't know. For me to be around, it's just annoying. Like just that loud shit is just kind of all right. And now it's like I don't know. That's just another platform for pretty much his content to be displayed, bro. I don't know. I'm just kind of through with the media coverage. You know what I'm saying? Shit's been going on for years, like maybe 4 or 5. I can't remember. Like heavy media coverage that is. So I don't know. I'm just kind of just drawn out by it, just like watered down by it. So.
As far as the talk show is concerned, did y'all actually like catch the episode? Because he had a first episode already. Y'all catch that or no? It's okay.
A little bit.
I seen, I seen a little bit of it. I was scrubbing through it a little bit. I say this to say Youngboy is definitely still Youngboy on that shit. Ain't nothing changed. That nigga still, being himself. He brought some super fans on, and he was just talking and shit. Like it felt like an IG live, but without the actual video part. That's kind of what it felt like. Yeah. Niggas be linking up like that. And but the funniest part about it was he had Rich the Kid on there. And he ended up pressing that nigga about that infamous picture that Rich the Kid had took with Lil Durk, his supposed ops. You know what I'm saying? So he had pulled up on him about that, and he had the boy silent. He had the boy Rich the Kid silent.
He was just getting on him. He was just like, I'm gonna let this nigga have it.
He pressed him in that Youngboy way, that subtle like. And it's crazy because I ain't gonna lie to you. If a nigga was talking to me like that, I would not be scared. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I guess maybe it might be I don't know, man. But like when the nigga was talking to him, like he was just silent. He was dead silent. He was talking shit like, like how the fuck was he there at the show? This, that, and the third. And he had Rich the Kid stumbling, and it just looked bad, man. It looked bad. Then he told the nigga call me afterwards. You know what that mean, yo? You know what that mean? and call me afterwards.
Hey man,
I just thought it being called a talk show was just very I don't know. It was just misleading, bro. Like
I agree with
at least
that.
for me, it was a waste of like what I would watch. Like I'm just not trying to watch that, and it's pretty much the exact same shit that he does, his fan base does, and it's like I'm tired of seeing that because I thought it was like a talk show. But I mean,
just like y'all said about it being more like IG live. A lot of people, hell, even we're in the podcast space with this. A lot of people kind of just like assume that you can just kind of have conversations like you can with your friends and just record it and it'll be a podcast. But there takes skill to go into making these things and media training and shit like that goes into making these things very effective. So I could definitely imagine that, especially early in the stages. I don't know how long this will stay around. I hope it does have a good and prosperous run. But if it does, it's going to be a while before he really finds his footing, because Youngboy is not for the media. As far as I've seen, he's had quite some interesting interviews with people, quite some interesting reactions from the interviewers at that too, depending on the ones that you've seen.
Yeah, they gonna fuck with it though, because he got some
his
fans.
like he got the cult following.
Yeah, regardless,
he's a marketable. I'm sorry, I'm realizing he is a marketable nigga because of that. Because of that, it might not last, but I think that for the time that it will, they gonna fuck with it. I don't think it will last because of the type of the content that it will be, and that's not hating on Youngboy or nothing like that. But once again, it's almost like IG Live, but without the video. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know exactly how far that will go.
You know the business model. You gotta fill a hole, fill a need, and I don't really know if the world needs a Youngboy talk show where he's just chopping, because he's already putting out 82 songs a month. So I don't really know about all of these. Oh, hey man, like you said,
if he continued to do it, it would be successful. I just feel like something will happen. I feel like he might just not fuck with it anymore. He just stop doing it, or
he didn't seem too engaged on it.
Yeah, I don't see that.
It doesn't seem like his kind of thing.
Yeah,
it doesn't.
I imagine the bag was just big. That's why he's doing this. This doesn't seem like something he would just do.
It's Amazon give you a deal, you might as well take it, right? You gotta
go ahead and get you some money. Go ahead, crank you out a season of episodes, and then just be like, all right, I'm done with this shit.
Fuck it. Yeah.
He might pull a what's it called? One of when rappers be doing that when they about to get out their contract, they just put out some bullshit out on a whim. I think Drake did that a couple times, even possibly with what was that shit called? If you're reading this, it's too late. He just threw that shit out just to get off the contract. Here's an album. Did it? Can't say I didn't.
Definitely have some hits on that bitch too. Yeah.
Hey, shout out Youngboy though. That's what's up.
Yeah, shout out Youngboy. Yeah, for sure.
And that right there, people, is a beautiful close to another beautiful episode of the Geeked Up Podcast by the Inside Wolves Entertainment crew. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, share it. Make sure that this gets around, because we love having great conversations, not only for ourselves, but for you guys as well. Thank you for tuning in. Truly, thank you again. And we are out.
For more Inside Wolf content, make sure to subscribe and make sure to hit that link tree in our bio to bring you to all our platforms. Let's get it.